That is a major boo-boo happening right off the bat.
Definitely interesting to see the defending team just giving up sight for free and going for a full retake strategy.
Dan moving in, checking all the angles, but he's taken out by Shameless, landing the headshot with the frenzy. But a fight back here from UT Tyler. They've picked up 2 for themselves, moving on toward the spike to defuse. Smoke goes up. Zenith tries to fire through it. Another headshot landed by Umbra and Gizmo, and Arrow, even though he gets a dub. But that Astra Smoke's telling them, nope, there's a bit more defense now being pushed through. And one headshot from the Marshal lands onto Shameless. Error also falls thanks to the Bulldog from Dan. This is a really good start for UT Tyler. Thing is, with this being the round that they purchase on, they don't want to lose too many people, too many guns. They want to keep that credit difference up as much as they can. And with Dan picking up a quad, they're definitely going to have a good start.
Impressive work from Dan.
Actually, he can do sniping-wise. Umbra falls due to a wall bang. We head on over towards Scarecrow, trying to make things happen in mid-library. Umbra with a very nice spray transfer comes through with a triple. And this is telling me that UT Tyler is off to the races. This is a huge credit swing in their favor. Nope. Despite that smoke that's going to go up, he's going to take the side angle. If they do not check this, they're in for a nasty surprise. Nice play by Arrow, managing to land the headshot. Zenik and Gizmo fighting back, though, keeping the advantage toward UT Tyler. Headshot landed by Amer. Dan fights back. Now it's 3v1 and another win for UT Tyler. Cosmic Divide is going to be brought out to make things a bit harder.
Perfect.
In terms of trying to keep control of this point. Doink lands the headshot, and Amer, unfortunately for himself, takes himself out. Dan hit by the Thrash, but it's not really going to make too much of a difference because Crows just stick it, and that's what happens. Defenders win. A headshot takes out the Cypher camera. Nice blind going through. He's just going to try to get right in their face and works out for 1, but it is traded back almost instantly. Now we're over here on B site. Shameless trying to throw out his util. Quite finding it, but lands the headshot. But it's traded back yet again. This is not a blowout round here. Clarke is doing all they can and is looking like quite a different team after that timeout. And they land the headshot thanks to Shameless. They got the spike down, and now the timer's ticking against UT Tyler.
2 suppressed.
Nice gets the 2 suppressed there. And that forces them out. They just kind of call the bluff. They say, okay, we'll just take you on in a gunfight. To peter out, maybe get some info on the Owl. Drone moves out, and Umbra collects thanks to that one-way. Moving on in. Hero knows someone's there, but the smoke's making it hard to pin down. Not dead yet. Popped by Shameless, gets him back on the field. Plant now going through. Oh, but they do have 2 ultimates. So technically that Sova could just play in a very safe position, which it looks like he is on main, and then just wait for that defuse sound. There, yep, there it goes. Hunter's Fury, that's going to drive him off point for the time being. It's going to be very important that Sacronola stays alive with a nice headshot. Gets it into a double. Going through, they know the defuse is going. Has to find the Astra, and they do. Though, there is no one-way smoke placed on that corner. Maybe that gives them a green light to go forward. Zenik picks off Granola, but it's quickly traded back. And Arrow picks up a double, instantly popping the neural theft the site, so... Really, they got to be wary of these tripwires, all this utility that's been set down. Throws out the 0 point, doesn't find anyone with it. And Arrow just locking things down as the Cypher picks up a triple. Scarecrow trades back. 2-on-1. And it's going to be what I like to call the full house. There isn't anyone flanking. They're going to use the Thrash to get more information. Try to slow someone down. Zenik. Granola, great on the Blade Storm, lands a shot against Umbra, but things quickly turn around. Does UT Tyler get a double?
Enemy kill. One enemy
Down
remaining.
to just 1 for Clarke University. Can they pull it back? He's got the recon bolt stuck in him. Coalescing around B. That dart forcing the defending Sova back, so it's a pretty open side, although he comes back with with the headshot from Heaven. Now instantly turns that into the Hunter's Fury because he knows he's planning down there, and he collects, and all of a sudden Clarke University finds themselves one person down with Gizmo flanking from behind, throws out the 0 point, is going to be able to get the suppress onto both, but the upper high ground advantage comes in clutch for Scarecrow. Things go back in favor of UT Tyler, although that Owl Drone is going to tip UT Tyler off. And the Patriots collect one. Yes! Oh my goodness, the crosshair really good for the Patriots. Clarke University only has 30 seconds. Time is not on their side, and that's a huge pick by Dan. Oh man, I do not want to be this Jet right now.
Be faster.
Although...
10 seconds left.
And oh yeah, the Astra's just right there ready to slow them down.
Last player standing. Spike
And there's
down
no time
B.
left for the spike to be planted anymore.
Oh my goodness! UT Tyler pick. 0 point thrown out, gets a whole lot of people, but we're gonna see the trademark one-way smoke, although this one they're just gonna be going right through. They go through use of Cypher cages for cover, and Gizmo collects accordingly. He moves right on in. That gutsy push onto A does not work whatsoever. Some ult points, the sound tips them off. Some fire from the upper ground. Lands it! I thought that Jet for sure would escape, but the wallbang goes through. Now UT Tyler finding themselves down one. Not a good start to this pistol round. Omen under the cover of that narrow wall, moves up. Library, they're not oh, I thought they weren't expecting for him to be up that close, but no, they called his bluff. They get the headshot. And now with only 3 left, they're forced to move on to A, but the Cypher has the line right up from Heaven, and he just rains down gunfire upon them. Just waiting to see if they can hear any footsteps. There goes Scarecrow, and a nice flank coming through. They did not expect the flank through the back at all, and Spawns slowly moving around to the plant point. Now they're going to be planting. This is a pretty fast plant, so they'll get that timer working in their favor as soon as they can. They only lose 1 in planting. Cypher still hanging up in B Heaven as the flank comes through from mid, or a lot of them come through from mid. Owl Drone sent up over. Not too sure of how many people he got. That high ground advantage coming in good for Arrow, only taking a little bit, but Xenic, Doink, and Umbra have something to say about that. They tear right through the remaining Lions. And just picking it up. A huge push up through mid by UT Tyler. They could potentially find themselves flanked as the Sova has a nice position. Sameless starts to make things happen. Gets a double, now can turn around and won't be flanked too badly by Doink, but has to use the not dead yet. And Doink collects with the triple. The slightly safer route.
Yeah, worried about that Cypher trip.
Cypher! You should just be worried about the Cypher, period, with the way Arrow's landing that. Great spray transfer there to land the 2 headshots. Only 1 left this Sova. Lands a headshot. Getting some information with that Omen teleport.
They found my wire. Cage triggered.
Arrow pops the cage. Shameless landing the first. Doink taken out. Good start to this retake as Arrow and Amer both get a view on. One goes down, but because it was a double peek, they still managed to trade 1 for 1. Now with 1 person up. Tricky position for this post plant. They're all holding it from the same general angle. The only thing they can do is really go out toward the outer border here, but they risk getting pushed off too. Falling off, because we have seen that a little bit as the round started. Command Null. I don't think they're going to be trying to get the res on it, but the problem is when they go for the res, that allows the defuse to come through, and it even lines up a collateral. UT Tyler. See if he can get anything, but the double peek here could be brutal, and it lines it up for collateral. What a start by Scarecrow. Huge rally by Clarke. They are just not stopping in terms of victory in the second half. Smoke placed down. They're going to try to take them all out as UT Tyler finding themselves in an awkward position. Doink is able to find a wall bang with the Sheriff. And a shock dart elimination to boot. But I'm sure they'll take it. Crosshair placement, nice for Granola too. first advantage for Clarke. Gizmo evens it up. You know, for a thrifty, UT Tyler is doing pretty darn well.
Last player standing.
Ooh, getting back right. Is going to try to get a peek onto Ness, but the Omen is looking up there. He does have the high ground. Can he land it? Doesn't land the shot, but lands the wallbang. It's now 1-on-1. He's detected, and he cannot land a shot. The thrifty is pulled off. The camera. Neither team is in too much of a hurry here, just waiting for that initial advantage that they can get. Cosmic Divide placed down, helping to split up that point and giving huge cover to Zanik, who picks off Arrow with one headshot. Probably the safest plant you could ask for. Gizmo falls off the edge. Zanik is able to pick up the headshot. More follow, gets himself a triple. 2v2 with not a whole much time left. They can just wait. Oh my goodness, something. They were able to use the Astra to pull them away, and then they're just going to use the Hunter's Fury to stall even more. It is a stall fest here. And that half stick is still not going to be enough. One final breath. One final moment of silence before possible victory for Tyler, and Clarke is not going to take that line down. They're going to get a headshot to bring it up to 5-4. If they still choose to go through A, what a shot right through mid. Oh my goodness. Zanik is just landing everything. Cons. This camera is taken out, but if they double peek well correctly, they might be able to take him out. Shameless uses that high ground to great effect. Arrow only has a stinger, but still manages to take out one. This Omen gonna get onto the point while he can and plant. What a play by Zanik with the headshot, managing to land a triple. It's now all even keel, 3 apiece.
Last player standing.
And Umbra putting in his work as well. Just one player away from securing victory, and UT Tyler falls off the edge at the most inopportune time. You hate to see it. And they manage to trip over the finish line, but still, they're across the finish line.